Sports View London, boxing news from the capital city, here with Luke Watkins. How are you, sir?
Very well, thank you. Very, very well.
Yeah, all good. All looking forward to your debut at Wembley Arena on Saturday.
Yeah, absolutely. It's, I'm coming on a big stage, and hopefully I'm just going to go there and rise to the occasion and do what I do best.
Yeah. As we were just talking, I followed you as an amateur and certainly excited to see you turn pro. I think your style's suited to the pro game, isn't it? You know,
yeah, absolutely. No, I like to be calculating punches, take my time, build into it. You know, amateurs were a bit more tip-tappy. I did manage to be okay in the amateurs and break people down with my jab, and now hopefully I'm going to go break everyone else down with my jab in the pros.
No doubt. And a sign of confidence from your campmate George Rose taking role of manager, I believe.
Yeah, that's right. He must have a little bit of faith in me somewhere, or he wouldn't have maybe not agreed to it. But as a manager, as roles in the sense of being a platform, helping me on my platform, getting me places, doing as silly as it sounds, doing interviews like this, just getting me more recognition.
Definitely.
He's definitely fulfilling what he's doing, and obviously Paddy as my coach, I'm in a great position.
Did you turn to Paddy when it came to making the decision of turning over? Did Paddy have a lot of influence on that, would you say?
Yeah, of course, he's my coach. He's the closest person to me in regards of boxing. Even though the decision is ultimately mine, at least your coach should always be honest with you. So he was honest enough with me to say when maybe I did think about it before and it was the time's not right. We thought it possibly was, but I obviously lacked something somewhere. The time wasn't right. Continued to gain more experience, progression, and now the time's obviously right.
Yeah, most definitely. And understand in this camp you've been inspiring the likes of Nathan Cleverly.
Yeah.
You can't buy that experience, can you?
No, invaluable. I'm more than grateful for Nathan coming down and doing some sparring with me. He's at world level. Getting that kind of sparring for your debut, it's great. Absolutely great. And a lot of people usually spar with amateurs still in their gym, and I'm not knocking an amateur in any way, shape, or form. I've just come from the amateurs, but in respect from the amateur to a world-class sparring partner, I was very fortunate, very lucky to get that. Yeah. And do you get confidence when you see, obviously you're at things like this today, in camp with George? Does that boost your confidence being around such a fighter? Yeah, of course. I'm always looking, watching, learning. I'll nick a little trick off him here, nick a little trick there, even if it becomes down to an interview technique, Everything's always building, and if I'm always building, always gaining a little bit more experience, I should be gaining always a little bit more confidence. So yeah, definitely. Most
definitely. And what do you know about your opponent on Saturday?
I know I'm going to beat him.
Yeah.
I've had a look at a few videos. We've studied him.
Right.
We've prepared for him. We've had not only Nathan as a sparring partner, we've had someone else in as well who kind of emulates his style. So I've been practicing what I need to do, and hopefully I'm going to go in there and do the business on the weekend.
So you in as much as George is, you're quite meticulous in your setup for a fight, in as much as sparring partners and.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm around him. He's at the best of the sport. He's at the best pinnacle. He's on world level. Why start as a slow professional? Why not come in at that level? Treat everything as world class, and then when I get there one day, it's not going to be a shock to me. I'll get there and I'll know what to expect. I've been around George. I've seen it for long enough, and that's kind of again the invaluable experience that I can't pick up nowhere else.
Definitely.
I'm just fortunate enough to be part of this team.
Superb. And have you sat down with your team at all? Obviously, I know we can't look past Saturday's fight, but going into the future, where you want to be by sort of maybe the end of next year?
Yeah, absolutely. I believe I'm just going to be as busy as possible. Go through domestic level, do it properly, gain my experience, maybe get to British level. And again, when you get there, let's not jump the gun. take some time, gain more experience, and then move on whenever the time's right. You know, I don't want to run before I can walk. I don't want to trip myself up. I'm not naive to do that. I'd like to be sensible about it. This is now a career. It's not a massive career. You know, it's not a 40-year career. It's potentially 10 to 15 years of a good career. So let's make the most of it.
Most definitely. Luke, thank you very much for your time, mate. Much appreciated.
No worries. I appreciate your time.